Hey lovelies, oh my goodness me, it is time to pack up the house. Honestly, I have to be honest with you guys and say I've been packing for weeks and it is very risky, especially in the UK. We have a crazy insane house buying process here. It's very risky to start packing up your entire life before, you know, anyone has even exchanged on their houses. So I started packing weeks in advance of exchange. So it is a risky move, but I just felt like I had to do it, otherwise I was gonna go absolutely insane. I couldn't not pack. But it has been hectic, a hectic few weeks, and I'm not gonna lie, I was doing everything in my power to not stress about it. I wake up every day and I'm like, thank you for another day, I'm grateful, what will be, you know, everything that is meant for me won't pass me by, and everything works out for me. I'm very much grateful and I'm very much into manifesting all things positive, and that is what has got me through. Like, this is absolutely gonna happen, it's okay that I'm packing, but it has been stressful. I've been really trying to tell myself this is such a privilege, this is something to be grateful for and something to just show gratitude that this is happening, but it hasn't stopped the feelings of gut-wrenching stress over everything and getting rid of things. And I have given so many things away. I've tried even selling things for the cheapest possible price, but it's ended up with multiple people coming to the house, picking up things for free. You know, everything's gone. The sideboard under the stairs has gone. The sideboards in the kitchen have gone. Bedside tables have gone. So much has gone. And it just has felt so amazing to get rid of things that I've had for years and have never really liked. They've just been practical things. I never really liked them, and it's just feeling so good knowing that we're going to be moving and these things aren't coming with us. I also wanted to minimize everything. You know, I've been on a major declutter. I was on that declutter even before we knew we were moving. I just wanted to get rid. But this video is a little bit chaotic. I think I wanted to film a lot more of the packing process than I have. But still, I'm bringing you along with me to show you what's been happening, show you what I've done, and a few little extra bits in between. And hopefully by the time this video ends, we will have exchanged our contract, because I plan to put this video out on the 25th. And yeah, by then we should be done. Hey guys, today is a crazy day. It is 30 degrees. I am melting. I've literally got, I don't know if you'll see this, how dark it is. I've got all curtains closed up here just because the heat, oh my gosh, I'm trying to keep the heat out. And where is the camera? The situation is, even though it is still very premature to be packing, this is a situation in the spare room. It literally, I just want to pack. I want to pack everything. And again, we are a solid month out from even knowing dates right now. A solid month. But every time I sit down, I feel guilty for sitting down and I feel like I should be doing something. So even this morning, I went and I packed up. I don't know if you'll see. Well, yeah, you'll see, it's fine. You'll see. I went and packed up my wardrobe, guys. Okay, the bottom of my wardrobe now has, hopefully you can see that, is the light gonna help? So we've now got 2 boxes here, which is all Tim and myself's for like 18 years worth of things that we've done, like silly stuff, all the sentimental stuff. And then here, I've got 2 suitcases, one here, one here. These I am calling my skinny girl summer suitcases. These are clothes from 10 years ago when I was a size 10 to 12. So they are clothes that fit me when I was a size 10, 12, but also fit me when I was a 14. And it's just like summer dresses, maxis, jumpsuits and things like that, that I figured they're too good to throw away and I might as well just keep them for now. We shall see if miracles happen and I get back there. Oh, it's so hot, guys. I can't even cope. Why do I pick the camera up on a day when it's 30 degrees? Anyway, so I did that this morning just because I was sitting there like, I could easily do that. Just grab a box and go and do it. So I did. I grabbed 2 boxes. I went and packed those and then I used the suitcases from the top shelf on the bottom shelf. But yeah, what else have I packed? Everything feels a little bit chaotic. I feel like we have decluttered so much. We got a skip weeks and like months ago. We got a skip and we got rid of so much stuff, and I still feel like there's so much stuff to go, but I don't want to get another skip. So the situation is that Tim has already been to the county tip twice. Our county tip is so strict as well. You've got to show your ID to make sure that your address fits the location of the tip. And just, yeah, so he's taken lots of things there as well. And also because I'm a resin artist over on my other channel, there's lots of things that I use that can't be disposed of. They have to go to the toxic waste section of the county tip. So he took all of my basically empty resin bottles with no resin left in them. You can't just put them in the bin. They have to be disposed of properly. So I will always do that. And yeah, I would say Tim has got another at least 2 or 3 visits to the county tip. But I sit in the living room. I feel like the kitchen, even though the kitchen is a bomb site and it looks absolutely shocking. Go away, I want to be a vampire. The kitchen is a bomb site. This is what we're looking like in the kitchen. We just had a Tesco delivery, so this is all like bin bags, biscuits, bananas, fruit, bread, and all of that jazz. This is all for recycling, so empty milk cartons and a couple of things that have just come out of the dishwasher. Now, I have started packing over here. We've got everything is going, guys, that's the thing. I feel like everything I'm packing up right now is going in the garage when we move. Everything. Everything, literally all of the games from the unit in the, oh, I've done the games. So I've packed up 2 boxes from the games in the living room and I've labelled them garage. Everything is being labelled garage because honestly right now, I need to move in. I need to learn the space that we've got and where I want things to go. So it's just easier right now if I do this. So this box is literally garage, autumn decor, and then garage stuff from kitchen units to be sorted, garage stuff from kitchen units to be sorted. But then like this one, it's like kitchen. This is stuff I know I want in the kitchen, but it's stuff that we just don't use on a daily basis. Like Tim has got a ton of like melamine cups and plates and just things we don't use. So happy to pack those. The larder, I was looking at the larder today, so I had a bit of an organisation. Do you guys remember when I put the larder together? Let's get the bougie lights on. The larder I had to sort out because as much as I loved him, I don't know why I'm whispering because he's 17 miles away at work. When it comes to putting the Tesco food shop away, you have to I have to go behind him to see what he's done with stuff. And this morning I was looking for something and I could not find it. And I found it right at the back of the cupboard with the soup. I'm like, it's marmalade. Dude, it needs to go in the fridge. Anyway, listen, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for him and I'm grateful for everything he does. But that I had to do a sleeping with the enemy style organisation of the cupboard. I've definitely found that today, whilst I wanted to do one job, it's led on to other jobs because obviously Tesco came and then I needed to sort that. I couldn't I couldn't look at that cupboard the way Tim had done it. Bless him. I love you, Tim. This cupboard, I pretty much decluttered it, but it's got stuff in that we're not going to use between now and when we move. Even though all of the food from this cupboard came out and went into the pantry. Did I turn the lights out? No, I didn't. Let's save those batteries. This is mostly now baking. So I put all of the baking supplies the bowls, the flour, the weigh-in scales. Up here, big jar of flour, extra gravy, and this is extra pasta that just came in the Tesco shop and I got nowhere to put it. Down here is just like cups for when you're doing like American recipes, and they use cups and not what we do, which is like ounces and grams. So we've got some American cups and some excess cereals. And then here is like our makeshift medicine stuff, and then we've got an extra fire blanket and a box of smoke alarms here as well, spares. And yes, so I feel like this whole cupboard, apart from the medical, could be packed up right now here today, because there's nothing in here we're going to use between now and then. But for me, it's these bookshelves. Now again, we've got a table filled with bits and bobs, but these bookshelves, oh guys, send help. Now if you remember, I never painted behind those bookshelves. I never got the painting done behind them. So I think today's job is going to be packing up those bookshelves, because genuinely it's all decorative things, like photographs of us with the kids and the family, and books and CDs and all of the things that you're not going to be using on a daily basis. They're not things that you reach for on a daily basis. I just think for my own sanity, even though we're weeks out and anything could happen, the buyer could pull out. Worst case scenario, the buyer pulls out. Touch wood, that won't happen. But for my own sanity, I need to get it done. Did anyone else grow up as a child with just a wall of bookcases, and then when you became an adult you wanted the same kind of aesthetic? Because I remember being young and having bookcases, and but yeah, there's not that many books on there anymore. It's mostly decorative things now. I did remove all of the skulls, the dragons, the wizards, the stuffed taxidermied crow that Tim went into his shed, and I removed all of that for the viewings, because you've got to be so careful now. Like, I don't want anyone to walk in and immediately think that we're, sent from the devil. But yeah, I wanted to make it look a little bit more homely and more aesthetic, and Tim was just like, well, if they don't like my dragons. I was like, Tim, it's not that. I just think a few family photos and a few decorative pieces would probably be nicer. But this was such a daunting task. Once I got started, I really loved it. I really enjoyed it, and it was quite relaxing, putting it all away and cleaning the shelves down, wiping it all down. I do the bookshelves once a year. I'm not going to lie, I don't do it any more than that. Once a year, I will give them a thorough and total clean, and all of the ornaments will come off and get a proper clean. But in the meantime, I just wipe the shelves down from I don't move much. I just wipe them down. So I've been buying all of our removals boxes from Amazon. When you book and pay for a removals company, they usually provide the boxes, but I haven't done that yet, and I don't have time to wait for that. So because I want to start packing now, I want to get going. So I've been buying these in like packs of 10 from Amazon. I think for 10 it's about $12.99. So yeah, not cheap, because I've actually bought about 100 so far. I'm not even joking. I bought 10, then I bought 50, then I bought another 20. It's out of control. Next up was the kitchen. So I have decided to empty all of the cupboards, every single cupboard. This corner cupboard, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I've never been able to reach things at the back. Like, at the moment, it is disgusting. This is like all of the pots and pans, and this grease, like this is all from, it's not just grease, it's rust from the baking trays that you kind of like sit up on their side, and they obviously create rust from, I don't know. So yeah, I need to get this cleaned. And I found things at the back of the cupboard like, what? A burger press. Who got me that? When did I get that? Have I ever used it? No. Why did I buy it? I also found my George Foreman that I used to use religiously, and back in my skinny days. That was sitting at the back of the cupboard. I haven't used that since we moved into this house 8 years ago. You can see it's disgusting. So yeah, the situation is these sideboards are going to today. So I absolutely need, they're all empty already, but I absolutely need to get on top of this kitchen today and get those gone. The dishwasher's staying. When the owner came for their third visit to measure up, we don't need the dishwasher where we're going. So I just said to her, like, I can leave it if you want. Like, I'm happy to just leave it all, I'm not going to lie. And she said, yeah. So we're leaving the dishwasher. We're still bringing the washing machine, tumble dryer. This unit under the stairs, oh my gosh, I've had a nightmare trying to get rid of it. I posted it on Facebook Marketplace for free and not a single taker. So I went into the corner cupboard. I used the pink stuff and a scraping tool. What I did do first though, I sprayed the whole shelves, both shelves. I sprayed them with my, what do you call it? Spray. And I left it there. I left it for about 20 minutes before coming back in with the pink stuff and my scraper, and beautiful. Next up is this cupboard. Listen, I'm not even pretending it. I'm not pretending. They're disgusting. I got these little caddies from Tesco's. I highly, highly rate them. They have been on these doors now for a very, very long time. The shelves themselves are not that dirty because I don't know why. I do wipe them quite regularly, but the caddies, tell me you're British without telling me you're British. The fly swats, you can see the white one. George chews them. George loves a fly swat. But yeah, in the summer the flies are insane. We don't have fly screens here, guys, either. We don't have aircon or fly screens, so the flies just help themselves to your house, you know, like they pay rent. Here he goes. Why is he like this, guys? Honestly, yes, I could have put my foot on it at this point, but look at him trying to get away. He can't even get away fast enough. He's such a little terror. But I love the bones off of this dog. Like, I adore him, and I knew I'd find him here waiting for me, sitting patiently. Look, mummy, look what I've got. What are you going to do about it? He won't drop this. That's our fault. Our training is... He's a good boy, you know, 100% recall. But unless I give him a teeny tiny little treat, he's already dropped it. As soon as he sees me go to that treat pack, he's done, dropped it immediately. And he does that with everything. Everything. He will drop immediately and he'll sit and he'll take his treat. And that's how we deal with that, because training, there's no way. There's no way. But yeah. Here we go. How clean do these look? I've cleaned out the caddies. I took them off so you can hook them off the door. Scrubbed them, totally disinfected them, put them back on. I'm even going to leave some little sponges in there just because I'm nice like that, just to give the owners an idea of what they can store in them. But yeah, looking absolutely gorgeous. These are all empty now. Everything is done. I've just got to wipe them all out, like spray them all down and wipe them out. And when I tell you, behind these units, it was just shocking. This little Georgie, he wants a little dance. And honestly, when he sees me with a camera in my hand, if he sees me filming, I don't know what it is, but yeah, he just wants to jump up the whole time. This is a situation now. We have got boxes packed, guys. Too many cleaning products, which is ironic considering I do not enjoy cleaning, although I have become more and more tolerant of it, and I've definitely found it more enjoyable this past year than I ever have in my life. So I do need to go through all of our cleaning products, work out what I'm going to keep and work out what's done and gone. Now it's time to get this wall painted. Now the bookshelves are all empty. I still have to take all the actual physical shelves out and take all of those little metal knobs out. These are the IKEA Billy bookcases. Yesterday was chaos. We finally got our potential moving dates, end of August, which is amazing. We'll be in before September starts. I know George is so excited. He's clueless, obviously. But yesterday, there's this whole thing in the UK called the Chancel Liability Repair Tax. And it's a law where King Henry VIII brought this law in. King Henry VIII. Just let that sink in. We're talking hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Just going to close these windows because it's ever so windy today. Kind of loving it. King Henry VIII brought this law in, and it basically states that anyone living on church land is liable for the repair of the church. Yeah, I thought exactly the same way, George. Now, it's not the whole church, it's just the chancel, so the altar. And anyway, cut a long story short, it's still going to this day. Parliament to this day are upholding this law. You can't really look much into it, you can't ask questions, you can't even find out what church it is you're responsible for. And it's a minimal fix of just getting an insurance indemnity policy. No biggie. So when we bought this house 8 years ago, it's the first time we ever heard of it. Our house right now in Essex falls within the boundary of ancient church land. Ancient. The church has to be 15th century, around the time of King Henry VIII, and yeah, they have to have opted in for this tax. Yeah, when we bought this house, they told us about it and they told us that we were liable, and it's an easy policy, so we paid £50 for an insurance policy. I never saw the insurance policy, I never saw anything. Most churches nowadays just don't come for their money, they just don't bother. But it's a little bit of security. If anything was to happen and the church asked us for a couple of £1,000, that £50 insurance policy would cover it. Roll on to buying in Northamptonshire. They asked us if we wanted to do searches, chancel searches. And I was like, oh, what are the odds that we're going to get another house that is on ancient church land? Lo and behold, it is. It is. So we've just taken out another insurance policy for the day we exchange. If we don't exchange, we'll get our money back. So yeah, the insurance policy is in place. But yesterday, honestly, anyone who's been through a buying a house process or a selling a house and buying a house process at the same time, I'm losing you here, sorry, got you propped up on my windowsill, might know this, but it's hard. It's like nobody wants to communicate with anybody. Equally, everybody wants to blame the other party for not communicating. So I got a call yesterday morning from our estate agents saying, I understand these are the dates you want. And I said, yes, we're all in agreement. I've got everyone on text. So we're all in agreement. These are the dates we want. We want to exchange. And then 1 week later, we want to complete, which means we exchange, we're legally binding. And then we've got a week to pack. And then we have to get out. So that was that. And so we were chatting away and she said, you've still got 2 things outstanding. And I was like, what have I got outstanding? I've done everything. So she said, well, you still haven't signed the contracts, the T1 and the exchange contract. I said, okay, I haven't signed them because I haven't had them. That's an easy fix. Send them to me and I will. And also your indemnity policy that you took out for your chancel liability repair on this house. Cannot tell you. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak, because you don't want to upset your legals. You don't want to upset your legal team, because they could just be like, do you know what, you're too much ag, we're not working with you, and then drop you out of the whole thing. And I was like, I have told my solicitors on 3 separate occasions. 3. I've got the emails. 3 separate occasions. I don't have a physical hard copy of the policy. I don't have it. Even if I had it, we bought a non-transferable policy, which means it's only for us. It's not for the address, it's for us. So the minute we leave, the buyers have to put in an extra 50 quid. No biggie. It's a real easy fix. But yesterday, the whole of yesterday was just like all at once. Then the solicitors rang, and this wound me right up. The solicitors rang at 10 to 5, now they close at 5, and they're 40-minute drive away. They rang at 10 to 5 saying, everything's done now. Of course it is. Of course it is. We knew it was. Everything's done now. We'd like you to come in tomorrow and sign the contracts. I was like, can't do it. Can't do it. It's like you're ignored. It's like you're ignored for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And then they say, jump. And you've got to be there. And I said, I'm so sorry, I can't. Hubby's in London tomorrow from 8 till 6. It's not an option for us to come in tomorrow. And tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow's Friday. So she's going to post them to us, first class. I've chopped my hair and I've chopped it a bit short. She's going to post them to us first class. Then we have to sign them. We have to get a witness. So we have to ask a friend to pop over and just witness us signing all of the contracts and pop them back in the post. But we're not going to pop them back in the post, no. We're going to drive all the way, 40 minutes down the motorway on Saturday, and on Monday, next week Monday, and give them to a physical person, because I'm not trusting anyone at this point. Then I went out to walk George and I got another phone call and I was like, this is never ending. So about 5:30 then I got a phone call from the house we're buying, the estate agent that we're buying it through. I got a call from them basically telling me that everyone's being obstructive, nobody's communicating with anybody, and it just brought back so many memories of when we bought this house, because it was exactly the same. It was exactly the same. Your solicitor's not talking to our solicitor and their solicitor's not talking to their solicitor. And it's almost like a script. It's almost like a premeditated script. And I would be shocked if that never happened when buying a house. And I was saying, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. And she said, you've still got things outstanding. I said, I don't have anything outstanding. I haven't signed the contracts because they haven't sent me the contracts. And I don't have the policy. I don't have it. I've told them 3 times. So that was yesterday. All first world problems. All today's problem, tomorrow's memory. Nothing to stress over. But they make it stressful. They make it stressful. I genuinely believe, everyone says that buying a house is the most stressful thing you can ever do in your life. I just don't believe it has to be. I think it's all down to the team that you pick. We didn't pick well. They're doing the job, obviously they're getting the job done. But yeah, it was just a never-ending day of phone calls yesterday. And in the end, it's like they accepted that I didn't have the indemnity policy. Why couldn't you have accepted that 6 weeks ago when A, I filled it out in the paperwork, B, I sent you an email telling you I didn't have it, and then the third attempt was when she said, you still haven't provided us. Well, no, because I've told you I haven't got it. I haven't got it. And you know when you just want to email and be like, it's not rocket science, all right? It's no one's listening to me. Anyway, so as of the end of yesterday, dates were put across. They've not been agreed yet, but we're hoping the final week of August. So around the 23rd, we're gonna sign our contracts, and then on the 30th will be goodbye Essex. However, they're the dates that we all want. Doesn't mean we're gonna get them. It doesn't mean we're gonna get them. We have a bank holiday here on August 26th, I think. Whatever Monday is the last week, that's a bank holiday, which means nothing gets done. Everyone shuts down, offices close, nobody works. And because that's going to fall right in the middle of the week we want, don't know if we're going to get it, but it's a hope. It's a hope. I feel like this has been the worst pack with me video because I haven't actually done much packing on camera. But 2 days ago, oh my God, 2 days ago, one of my YouTube friends called Wendy over at Toonpish Crafts, and one of my friends from online, Chippy, came over, and I wish I did a before and after. You couldn't see a desk. You didn't know there was even a Cricut under there. They came over and they completely transformed. This was completely full of products I've been making over the last 6 years, and I mean full. Every shelf full to the top and all the way back. These are liquids that have solidified and have to go to the tip. I've got just lots of tape here, but even though it still looks chaotic, it's not, I promise you. Everything was cleared. Chippy came in here and she literally blitzed it, and she was kind of standing here and I was behind her, and she was just like holding things up, and she was like, keep it, bin it, give it away, or does it need to go to the tip? Like, is it damaged? Is it broken? Can you ever use it again? And she was literally just holding stuff up and saying, right, keep it. I'm like, yep. Keep it, yeah, keep it, no, keep it, yes. And that is how it went for about 2 to 3 hours in this room, until this was piled high. Everything has been left out now for me to be able to make videos between now and when we move. Other than that, everything else has been packed away, everything. I've just got my heat press here and my Cricut, my power station. Honestly, I cannot tell you how they changed my life and got so much done. This is the corner I need to tackle today, because a lot of this is like if you don't watch my art channel, this is called a Jesmonite AC730, and that does go off, and I haven't used it in a year, so the chances are it has gone off, so might need to take that to the tip. This is what the spare room is looking like. And my friend still hasn't been. She's coming next week to sort through all of her stuff. So we had a lodger, one of my friends from years and years ago. She lived with us for 2 years, and I've been storing her stuff in the attic. So she's coming to get that. These are the boxes that we packed from the craft room yesterday. So they're 2 deep. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So there's 8 boxes here from my craft room. And for example, we've just got UV lights in here, pens, books and things like that. These boxes over here is what was on the shelves, the bookshelves. All of the products that I've made on my channel for the last 6 years. Chippy did all of this. She literally cleared the shelves. Like this box is all of my heat press things. So I've got just blank tea towels, t-shirts, everything that can go and be used on the heat press. That's all of that. And then a couple more boxes. Oh, it's all under here. Yeah, 4 more boxes of things that I've made over the last 6 years. So I think in all they packed about 26 boxes, and it just transformed everything. So I haven't really filmed the packing process. I don't know if I remember telling you the new bath panel was on. I can't remember, but the new bath panel is on and it's beautiful. Bedroom, I'm trying to keep the bedroom as clear as possible, just so that I've got a sanctuary so I can actually just come in here and breathe. The bedroom has been kept in sparkly condition. I have got someone coming tomorrow to get the bedside tables. We don't want these. And I've had them many years, and they're just so big and bulky. They're just so big and bulky. My cousin actually took them off of me and distressed them. So she painted them up and distressed them for me. And I've loved them for years, but I've had these about 15 to 20 years. Really heavy, solid wood. Hate them. And they're going. So someone's coming to collect those. And also someone is coming to collect this drawer unit. I don't want it. I'm not going to need it. It's the IKEA Malm. But again, I don't want it. So I've realised in this whole process that actually I like to see what I've got. So in my new craft space, I definitely know that I want everything in clear containers. And if it's on a shelf or in a drawer, they has to be clear so I can see through. Closed storage, I can't cope with it. I just can't cope with it. I need to know exactly what I've got, how much I've got, all of that. This is what the living room is looking like. Not much has changed in here. We've still got the same amount of boxes. The kitchen, however, oh my gosh, despite the fact that the worktops are yesterday's everything, this is what the kitchen is looking like. I gave the units away. I said units away. They went, someone came and got both of those at the same time. So this is all of the things that are going to go in the garage, and I'm going to kind of separate it out. Everything over here is going to be for the kitchen and everything here is going to be for the garage. And that's how far we've got. I'll be honest, I feel like I've broken, what do you call it? Broken the back? Broken the something. I've left all the cupboards empty. Someone told me to do open packing. So like pack everything, but then leave the boxes open. So you're kind of living out of the boxes for the last couple of weeks. And guys, if we sign contracts on the 23rd, that's literally 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So that's what I've done. I've taken all the cleaning supplies out. They're all kind of like over here, up here and up here. And just leaving the cupboards empty. I've scrubbed these cupboards to within an inch of their life. So they're done. And I don't have to worry. Maybe I can give them a quick wipe before we leave. But in here, you would have seen it. I actually just laid a couple of tea towels down and just kept out the basics. We don't need everything. I've literally just kept out a couple of pots and pans, 2 frying pans, a couple of sieves, an oven dish and some oven trays. And that is it. That's nothing more is going back in this cupboard because I've cleaned the shelves, and I've just laid tea towels to protect the shelves from, you know, the grimy bottoms of the pans. But guys, check out my cutlery drawer. Do you remember I went to IKEA so I could fill up my cutlery drawer? Oh, even this is dirty. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in here and clean it, but I just think it looks so nice when it's full like this and not having to search for a teaspoon. But yeah, that's the situation so far. I'm really not stressed. Like, I'm not as stressed as I thought I'd be. I'm trying really hard to make a conscious effort to not stress, because is what it is. Like, it really, when you're buying a house, it truly is what it is. You can't change anything. You can't, you know, everyone's like, you need to push, you need to push. It's not going to do anything. It's genuinely not. If anything, it's just going to annoy them. So I think right now we're on track because, you know, when we first sold, they told us 16 weeks from putting the house on the market. And then it was like, the minute you accept an offer, it's approximately 12 weeks. And honestly, 12 weeks is like 10th of September. So if we're gone by August, then that was faster than predicted. And when we bought this house, it was 12 weeks, day to the day, 12 weeks. But this feels like, even though we've had weeks of silence and this annoying avoidance, it still feels like it could potentially be quicker than here. But anyway, I'm going to sit down, have a cup of tea, because I'm watching the Olympics, because, you know, I'm fitty. I could be a proper shot putter, I'm telling you. I am on cat feeding duty for a week. My friend and the whole family have gone to Turkey. So this is their gorgeous cat. He is massive. I think he's bigger than George. And yeah, so I come in every morning at 9 and then every evening at 6. But he is an outdoor cat. I'm not really a cat person, so when I first fed him last year, I was like, he literally just leaves. Like, the second he eats, he leaves. And my friend was like, yeah, that's what he does. He doesn't want to be inside. He wants to be outside all the time. I was like, I can't do it. Even overnight, won't come in. So I'm here, but I'm here really, really early. And I think the camera's fogging up because it's so warm. Because we're signing our contracts today. It's Monday the 12th. It's 8 a.m. We need to leave at the latest, 8:10 latest, because it's a 40-minute drive and we still have to find parking. We have to drive to a place called Chelmsford. Our solicitors are in Chelmsford, and yeah, we're going up to sign our contracts. So basically we're signing the contract to buy the house and we're signing the contract to sell the house. And then the next stage will be exchange of contracts. So then hopefully today, I don't know if it will be today, I doubt it, but we'll find out the dates. We're thinking it's going to be around the 23rd and 30th. So in the UK, once you exchange contracts, it's legally binding. You basically own your next house. And then you have 1 week to get out of your house that you're selling. So yes, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I don't know why I get nervous over silly things. Does anyone else get nervous over parking? Like, you're going somewhere and you need to know what the parking situation is, because then you're just going to stress about it. So I went on Google and I tried to find car parks, because Chelmsford is a major, it's a city, and parking is oh my God, it's a nightmare. So I couldn't find anywhere near enough to the solicitors without warranting getting a cab. So I messaged them and she actually responded and she said, oh, there's a car park just behind us. I was like, oh, that didn't come up in searches. But it's all the little things, and I stress over ridiculous things, but parking is stressful. And if you're going somewhere to do something quite important, you need to know. But yeah, I'm just rambling while Sully eats his breakfast. But that's today. What if they actually say we're on track for those dates? Then that theoretically gives us what? 10 days? 11 days. Oh my God. Today's the 12th. And if she says, yeah, we can exchange contracts on the 23rd, that's 11 days. Oh my God, my maths. That's right, isn't it? 11 days to sign contracts. So that's 18 days before we have to leave this house. Crazy. And the second we exchange contracts, the day we exchange contracts will be the day I go through my list. I've got a list. I've got to contact council tax. The council we're in is Thurrock, and then I have to then I have to contact Northamptonshire Council to let them know we're coming, and then I have to contact TV licence. We have to contact Sky TV. We have to contact the gas company, the electric company, and all of the things to let them know we're moving. And Tim has been tasked with one job, although I wish I was doing it. but Tim has been tasked with the job of getting the internet over. So yeah, we are with TalkTalk super speedy fibre broadband, and I can't live without super speedy fibre. And the house we're going to does not have super speedy fibre, as far as I know anyway. Let me check. How you doing? Oh, he's good. Got one mouthful left. No pressure, Sully. No pressure. So yeah, I feel bad because I have to feed him early, but I can't feed him late. I'd rather feed him early than get back home at like 11 o'clock and he's like waiting 2 hours for his food. But he was outside the door, so his biological clock is clearly clocking. And yeah, I'm going to go because he's on his last mouthful, and then I'm going to drive home, which takes me about 30 seconds. And then we're going to drive to Chelmsford and sign. It's so weird how we put jobs off. We just put jobs off because there was no need for me to paint this wall at all. But the only reason I'm painting it is because when the owner came to view the house the third time to measure every nook and cranny, she did a great job measuring. She did better than we did. We haven't measured our Northamptonshire house at all. She actually said she likes this colour. She said, I really like this colour. And I was like, oops, okay. So I said to her, oh, you do? So basically, I think they're going to be keeping this colour. So I just felt it was only right to finish the wall off for them. I don't know, I just couldn't leave it like that. I was thinking, like, if I run out of time, I could maybe just leave the can of paint. This is Denim Drift by Dulux. I could just leave the can of paint with a note saying, sorry, oops, sorry, run out of time. But I thought, you know what, it doesn't take me long to paint, and this Dulux is literally one coat, and I like it. So I figured I would finish the wall for her. If she honestly didn't like the colour, I wouldn't have bothered, because they're just going to come in and whitewash everything until they decide. But I know now that when we do finally move everything out, the wall will be done and I won't feel bad about it. But yeah, I'm glad I did it. I just gutted it's taken me 6 years to get it done. But it's now looking totally the same throughout the whole room, and it's lovely. Really, really lovely. Hello in the mirror. Booked an oven clean because I'm not adult enough. Like, professional oven cleaners make your oven look brand new, and of course our oven is integral. It's integrated into the worktop. So what time is it? It's 10 to 11. It's 10 to 11. And yeah, they're coming Friday, so I've already told the owner because she texted me saying contracts are done. I was like, thank you, that's amazing, thank you for letting me know. And just to let you know, I've booked a professional oven cleaning service to come in on Friday, so your oven will be looking brand new. Yeah, that's it. Postman, oh, it's one thing after another. Is he coming here? No, he's going. I've got a very lovely postman at the moment. Yeah, if you saw my Instagram, I am still consumed with these videos on YouTube. Just walking the streets of New York in the rain, the snow, the sun. They're just relaxing, and they're allowing me to just zone out because I cannot have the news on. I cannot have anything that's gonna mess up my zen, my equilibrium, because right now the news of the world is too much for me. It's too much. I take on too much and I consume too much. So relaxing. I mean, walking around the streets of New York is probably not relaxing for people that live there, but it's relaxing for me. Guys, it's the 23rd today. It's exchange day. It is 8:58. You can see on the clock on the oven. I've got the oven guy coming any second now, and he is gonna transform my oven. Yes, I'm showing you my disgusting oven. I really don't care. This is reality. This is my life. Sometimes I put the racks in the dishwasher. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I wipe it out. Sometimes I don't. This is the company I found on Facebook called Oven Gleamers. This was a dude called Marco. Oh my goodness me. He only does Thurrock. It is a franchise. So he's got the Thurrock franchise and he spent 2 hours. 2 hours. Guys, I could hear him chiseling. The shame I felt when I heard the chisel. He literally took my oven off. He took everything out. I didn't even know the doors came off. I didn't know. But look at this shine. I couldn't even cope. I was like, this actually looks better than the day we bought it. Like, it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. So yeah, I hope the new owners will be happy. But today is cup packing away day. I'm trying to keep myself occupied because at this point it's like the phone call for exchange could come at any point, so I'm leaving my phone on and I'm just cracking on with the packing because I can't sit and think, otherwise I'll drive myself insane. This is my cup situation. Most of these are the themed ones, but I do definitely need some more standard mugs, a big George stretch, and this is what the kitchen's looking like. Absolutely chaotic. We've got boxes for kitchen over the back wall and then boxes that are going to go in the garage on the side wall. I've got a wash on. Yeah, today is the day, guys. I'm so excited. Cupboards are all empty now, bar one. Like literally just a couple of plates still left in this one. I've took your advice and I'm going to do some open packing. So yeah, I've got essentials. I've got the essentials. That's all that matters. I've got the digestive biscuits and I've got the minstrels. But yeah, apart from salt, pepper, herbs and spices and things like that are going to stay, all of the other cupboards are empty and everything we need, like this drawer here I've just done, that's all the tea towels and the cloths. I actually use face cloths, face flannels for wiping surfaces. Everything's going to be kind of like in boxes but left open so we can still access it. All I've got to do now is the utensil drawer and the cutlery drawer, but first we are doing these mugs and glasses, and we're just gonna leave 2 mugs in the cupboard for us to use in between now and next week when we move. Like, stop it. How is it a week away? So the plan is we're going to exchange today, the 23rd, and then we're going to complete on the 30th. It has been a drama. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to fill you all in on the drama. But basically, we've got a removal company coming on Wednesday. They're going to move all of our stuff up to Northamptonshire, put it in storage. We're going to go up, stay with Tim's daughter until we get the keys next Friday. But again, I'll explain why that has had to happen because it's been a little bit crazy. But yes, let's go. I have swapped out the streets of New York for the streets of New England. I am now watching religiously autumnal aesthetic walks through Maine and Vermont and Connecticut, and oh my goodness, the colours. George, are you going to tell him? Tell him. Tell everyone. We did not exchange. We did not exchange on Friday the 23rd. We have to wait now until Tuesday because it is a bank holiday. I'm just going to put him down, but I think he's going to want to get back up. I don't know. It is a bank holiday weekend here, which means nothing's going to happen now until Tuesday. Nothing is going to happen here now until Tuesday, because Monday everything's closed. So sorry, I'm trying to hide him from you. And yeah, I'm going to talk more about it as time goes on. Once we have exchanged and completed and we have moved, I will go into detail about the whole process. But hopefully Tuesday, we will all talk and work out the new dates. The removal company that was coming to get us on Wednesday is now no longer able to come and get us because we won't have exchanged by Wednesday. So we can't move out all of our stuff having not exchanged. Luckily for us, the removal company is unreal, amazing, flexible, so nice. And we have paid our deposit for them, just so that we could actually book those dates in. And if for whatever reason we do not move on those dates, then the money is transferable to any other date. And also, if it all falls through, we will get a full refund. Like, you don't hear of that. Every removal company. Anyway, I'm going to go into more details about what's happened, why it's happened. It was basically a delay on our buyer's solicitor. Our buyer's solicitor has delayed it. So no one's fault apart from them. And I will talk more about it when everything is done and the dust has settled. But as it stands, this Tuesday coming, we're going to all talk. We're going to work out new dates to exchange and move. So hopefully in the next few days, we'll exchange and then we'll move the first week of September. That's how it's looking. So yeah, it's all good. It's all still okay. Hopefully, if the buyer doesn't get frustrated and pull out. Hopefully she won't pull out at this stage. I mean, I've cleaned the oven. So that's the latest, but I'm not going to talk too much about it until we've moved and we're gone. Thanks for coming with me, and I will see you next Sunday.